this card right now. It's getting very good shape. It is 2 6-pin. Yeah. Might have been a 265. This is the V2. Again, it's has more shaders. VRAM is overclocked. It's a bit different. Again, that's why it has the square 260 squared. Yeah, I'm gonna be modding it right off of the bat. Seems to be a pretty easy mod to get it to work into Gen 2. Right now it's Gen 1, right? So Gen 2 will give me a bit more performance, but before I even did the mod, I am right up around the AIO, people putting them on AIOs and that, and with the Gen 2 mod, and I'm already up by that score, so I'm hoping to get some decent scores all around, to get really good, like, top 10 on some of these tests, benchmarks. It's, yeah, you got to do it on LN2, and you got to do voltage mods on them as well. So that'll be future plans, and I got to go over what I'm going to have to do for that. So what I'm going to do is take it apart, though. Take a look at it, because I haven't taken one apart before. Now, that seems to be in a really odd spot, but that's really... Okay, so what I can show right off the bat here, so this bad boy is holding the card on for the IO bracket here. Which is fine. Yeah, that's fine. I can do that after. So I'll just take off all these screws here. Probably 10 pin. It's a 2 pin, so it's probably a 10 pin. Now this one here, if I take it apart, it should have a core cover onto it, like an IHS, like what you have on CPUs. It should have one of those. This is a Tesla model card architecture. It's Tesla 2.0. My GPU block, one I have on the GTX 1080 right now, should fit this. I don't think I'll delit it either. Yo, how's it going, Real? Yeah, these are... I'm happy. I'm happy about the condition of it. It's in really good condition. Let's do all the small screws here. Set those off to the side. Yeah, doing alright. Sold a couple of my DDR5 kits. And then messaged the guy about this card, and he dropped it off not too long ago. Was able to get myself some coffee. I forgot to grab sugar though, so oops. As you can see, this card's not very clean. Works though. Does work. All right, have fun, man. This card came out, what, 15 years ago? Yeah, 15 years ago. I say 2009, 2010. I'm not sure exact year it came out. This is the V2, so it might have came out 6 months to almost a year later after the 260 came out. I actually haven't done much research on the GTX 200 series, to be honest. I have owned a GT 240, but I don't believe that's the same. That should be all the screws. Yep. Yep, a lot of screws, a lot of spring-loaded. A lot of spring-loaded. 2010? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Just making sure. Not sure if these side screws are holding it in. The actual the IO on this shouldn't have to worry about taking it off until I get the cooler off. Looks like whoever did it that way before, to be honest. There are water spots. I don't like to do it that way. I do clean it up like that, but I have to rinse it with a bottle of water first. Like without any kind of minerals in it. That's the way I do it. And then yeah, make sure it dries fairly quick. No, it's fine. It's fine doing it that way. It really isn't. It's you can put it in a dishwasher technically, as long as you're letting it dry out properly, or make sure you don't have hard water. It's fine doing it that way. I don't know anybody else that would do it that way, but it's not an issue. Now, why does this seem to be fairly hard to take apart? Alright, let's do the slow. No, the the IO should be fine, to be honest. The IO, to get the cooler off, this section of the cooler off, should just pop off and not have to worry about that. The IO should automatically be onto the card, and then the cooler separate. It's just, I think it's the thermal pads, so we'll do the slow hold and pull method. Ah, oh, good thing I'm doing the slow and pull method, because one screw, I don't think that was holding it though. One screw. Nope, I think it's... Again, I haven't taken apart one of these cards before. For all the other cards, there we go. Yep, there it is. So there it is. Right there. I don't have any alcohol. I don't have any isopropyl right now, to be honest. Oh yeah, oh my god. She dusty. I knew it was. I knew it was. Thermal paste is a little dry. Not too bad though. Yeah, we have that one high spot. One high spot on it. So We got some dust. Thermal pads are mint shape though. Doesn't look like they were leaking silicone oil either. Looks good. There we go. Then we can check it out. It is. It's in really good shape. I'm quite happy with this card. And I did quick testing on it, and it's a good silicon. Does 750 megahertz on the air blower here. That's right up around the AIOs that I saw. It's really good performance for just on the blower. Yep, you've never seen a. Okay, well, yeah, it's got like an IHS, like what you would see on a CPU. These cards have it. I'm going to grab my cloth for doing a thermal paste. Take a look here. Oh yeah, right in the center there. She's caked on there. Come on. There we go. Here we go. Take a look at this. Get rid of the bracket here too while I'm at it. Come on. Come on. Do I have to get the plastic razor really? No, there we go. There it is. Oh yeah, you've never seen the chipset. Yep. Yep. Should take off that thermal pad. And show that too. Where are my tweezers? There we go. I'll clean up a bit more, but there you go. Yeah, you talk about the chipset. Yeah, it's all integrated into the GPUs. No longer needs it. It's all integrated into the GPU. Need to find out where I put my tweezers. Yep, SLI. I wish I had another one of these cards. I can do SLI, but for now this is fine. I'm just happy. Again, I'm happy with the condition. I'm happy with the condition of the cooler. It's amazing. Zotac looks just like my Zotac and my other one. Yeah, it is a nice graphics and it's really good shape. This one's like more of the it's older, of course, 9600, but this I can't believe the condition of it because this was found under about 6 tons worth of scrap metal. Somehow it survived. Yeah, I like Zotac. I'm trying to get a sponsor with them, to be honest. My Zotac 3070 Ti, basically one of the fastest 3070 Ti's in the world, is Zotac, and yeah, it's a very good bin. I did bin him, so it is top of the line. Wow, for silicon. Yeah. They're so nice back in the day with the nice graphics on them. Now they're so basic, right? Yeah, I'm trying to find my tweezers. No, I'm not sure which one. I mean, there's brands that had the frog. A lot of people don't remember the frog. Alright, there's the tweezers. Get rid of that one hair. Yeah, of course. I gotta fix up these tweezers to pick up stuff like this. Right, get this pad off. Set it off to the side. There we go. Was it a NVIDIA card? Oh. Chipset for it. And it's in really good shape, except for the dust. The dust and the water spots from previous owner washing it. Just taking a very light toothbrush right now to it just to clean it up quick, and then I'll grab my good brushes and get right in there. Power delivery on that could be a lot better. Could be a lot better. So we got and they had to pull the design. What? I don't think they had to pull the design. Yep, it'd be Tabo, one of these ones, right? That was ATI's girl there. She was in a lot of them. I don't have my 2400 anymore. I sold that one. Unfortunately, I should never have sold it because I didn't make any money off it because the guy, well, shipping. Shipping costs a lot. Yep. And now it would have been around the same time. This is the 1300 Pro. ATI 1300 Pro. That would have been around that same time. Okay, that was too bad for that side. Yeah, but they're good cards. They're good cards. Can't complain about the card. It's, yeah, ugly, whatever. Performs and performs. that was brand new. Like brand new on that side. I don't know, you need to get a little bit in there. Like brand new. I'm happy about that. Yeah, but true, they could shrink the cooler design. I think I'm gonna need to take. I don't know. I'm gonna have to take some spots with the toothbrush though. Water spots I'm not happy with. Yep. IHS on a GPU. That's why I got this card. It's my first card that actually has an IHS on the GPU. I probably won't delit it, to be honest. I was thinking about it, but I probably won't. I do want to do a voltage mod. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna do this card, just because I'm a collector on these GPUs too. I will do the modding the BIOS so it runs in Gen 2. That's easy enough to do without changing anything. I will be running this card on water block as well. I will run it on the water block. You can eat off of it. I don't know how that was blocked though. Can eat off of it. Yep. So you see all the water spots. Normal spots where the water spots will be after rinsing it underneath the tap or something. A little bit on the actual rings too. These are more like grounding pads, more or less. All these spots, you can use them to use them as ground pads. At least it's not like my last GPU that I got. Last GPU I got, was told that it was working, powered it on live, was not working, had to fix it up live. Turned out a lot of resistors were knocked off and or not even touching. So I had to resolder a bunch of them and replace a MOSFET. Yeah, I'm gonna repaste. Just want to clean up everything real good here. In 1 sec, just gotta dust it with the good brush. Right, here we go. There we go. Pretty good. When I get isopropyl, I'll clean the water spots off of it. I don't have any bottled water as well, or else I would just wash it with bottled water. She's sleeping. She's sleeping. She ate and then had a little bit of a run around. Now she's tired. Yeah, they're huge. Yeah. Yeah, they're huge. But it's a good card. Those are from what I've seen, they're good. Oh, this really needs a good clean. Oh yeah, I definitely need thermal paste. Like some of it's like a little bit alright. Does need a good clean though. at all the fuzzies. I should take apart the cooler too, clean it. I'm gonna take apart the cooler as well. Look at the fuzzies. Holy moly. There's only 4 screws holding the cooler on. Well, that's just something underneath the thermal pads, but I don't think so. Oh no. Don't tell me I have to take that off too. Do I? Yep. Thought that was part of another spot to take off, but I have to take it off now. What 1080 Ti do you have? Can always show you how to do it. Actually, I have videos. If you have a EVGA model, 413, I have videos showing how to do it. Oh my god. Oh my god, that one won't come with that screwdriver. Oh my god. Screwdrivers in here. Yeah, but I'm not sure it's easy to. Pretty sure to delid these, it's not easy to delid them. Could get the plastic. I could get the plastic razor blade and see if I can take it off easily. I'm pretty sure you can't just take it off easily though. Get that one screw. That one screw. The one screw seems to be a pain in my. No, it probably doesn't. But But it might. It might. Figure where I put the plastic razor blade. And I'll take a look at it with the plastic razor blade. One screw. That one screw. I have to find a bit that is gonna work for that. Usually this screwdriver works just fine, but it's apparently not enough torque. That's on there. Probably from the other side, yeah. Yeah, give me a second. What? Underneath that? No. Yeah, I have to find another screwdriver for that. I don't think this one's gonna fit. Didn't think so. Of course I cleaned up. Of course I cleaned up. This one's gonna be way too thin. Yeah, well, yeah, last screw. And it's on there so tight. Oh yeah, baby. Good thing I got some other screwdrivers. So this screwdriver I actually modified a bit. Just sanded it down so that way it has a flatter, so it's not as pointy as it was. And apparently for these ones, you actually need a super pointy screwdriver to get a good hold. But for all like the newer cards, not even newer cards, but cards I've been dealing with, this one's the one to go to. Good bite. Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh god. Look at all the fuzzies. Oh god. Oh god. So many fuzzies. I need to grab my vacuum. I need to grab the vacuum. Yeah, I mean, this screwdriver, these screwdrivers kits fairly cheap. These ones cost a bit more. These bigger handled ones cost a bit more. I like to get certain ones. These ones are better because they have a plastic bearing on the side here that actually acts as a actually pretty good bearing. Where in these ones, even though you can get these cheaper, don't. So it's all like all the friction, like see how it doesn't even spin. And then this one here. That's why I have multiple different kits. But yeah, I put away a lot of tools right now, but yeah, I like certain ones. I've tested a whole bunch, and then my cheaper one modifies certain screwdrivers to fit. Plastic bearing makes it so that way when you put pressure, it's not the end here is not going to push onto that side, and it's going to actually. I'm putting a lot of pressure, by the way. Like I'm putting a lot of pressure, and as you can see, it's and this one, a lot of pressure. Oh, this one's actually not too bad. But yeah, it's easier to spin when you put pressure onto it, especially if you're doing the thumb on top and then spinning, and then you get the ones as well with the. Not all of them have it, where you can put something through it to get more torque, just to crack certain screws. How's it going, Jimmy? Doing pretty good, man. How about you? Let's grab my vacuum here, because, oh my god! Just clean this one up quickly, and then I'm going to grab the vacuum here, clean it up even more, make it look brand new again. Alright, we got the fancy dance. How's it going with Daniel? Water block. Yeah, and how's it performing for you, man? How's that water block performing for you? I got the shop vac, my little shop vac here, so hoping it stays not too loud for you guys. 2600 low, that's pretty good, man. Oh yeah, you guys can't hear that, can you? It would depend on the actual model of your graphics card, whether or not his model of water block would fit. Yep. Turns back on. All right. Bitskis are alright. They're cheaper, but they work. All right, so we got it all fairly cleaned out. Got it all fairly cleaned out now. Just we got a little bit of thermal paste on the pad, but that's all right. A sticker from the thermal pad. Yeah, he has got the Discord. You'll check that out, I think. Okay. Now we gotta grab the... Oh, it's not even a hair. That's actually from the... That was a hair on this thermal pad. It's not. It's the thermal pad. They're decent quality thermal pads. There we go. All right. We're like brand new again. Inside and out. Oh, she fits in there quite easily. Sweet. Yeah, it wasn't cat hair or anything. It was the actual thermal pad. Oh, I thought it was a hair of some sort. But it's not. Let's go there. Please go there. You mean, can it just go back that way? It only fits one way. Ah. You gotta remagnetize these bits as well. To 2070 super level? No, definitely not. Definitely not. Wouldn't it be nice if... Nope. Don't need to do anything else with the pads. It's a DDR3 VRAM. It's not even like they get that hot. So it's not like it needs to be perfect. Yeah, he's not having much luck off of Amazon. Oh my god. So I'm doing this so I'm not even looking basically where I'm doing this. There we go. Why? So they can have their AMD burnout on them 4 times in a row. There we go. Yeah, I'm still thinking it's his BIOS, but he says it's updated, but I don't think it is. He says his 12th gen's working in it, so yeah. Well, guess what? The statistics on the average 5,000 and 7,000s from AMD, 7% versus Intel's 4% from the 13th and 14th. Now, if you go for the bulk amount, the 13th and 14th gen, Intel sold roughly close to 100 million units. 4% of them have died. Now you go into AMD selling theirs, they sold roughly 100,000 units of the 5,000 and 7,000, and now with 7% of them are dying. Now, if you actually go and look at the 9000 series and just check up quickly on it, how many have died. Some people are on their 5th CPU now. 5th CPU from the 9000 series. So there's a big issue with the 9000 series. Yep, and the Asus board was one of them for the 12th, 13th, and 14th gens, specifically the 13th and 14th gen, due to the fact they were setting the voltages way too high. You're just in the BIOS, it was doing 1.6 volts just with in the BIOS on the Asus boards. And yet people were trying to blame Intel on that. That's the Asus boards. They are. AMD CPUs are dying left and right. I'm not even trying to be, against AMD. I think the AMD 9000 gen is great for them, but the amount of them dying is wild. Wild. It's not even an extra 100 FPS if you actually look at the 1% lows. It's not. Like, I don't even think you're going to get an extra 100 FPS, to be honest. But I get that you're joking on that. But the 1% lows, it doesn't make sense. Why? If you have higher average, but then the 1% lows are at the same or worse than Intel, what's the matter with that? I don't see that. I don't see why people like that. It's not an extra 100. Nah. He's joking. He's joking. He's a joking. He's a kidder. Nope. A lot of the people that have all these 9000, the 9000 X3D, the 9600X, 9950X 3D, 9950X CPUs die on them. They switch back to the 9000X 3D and it works. And they've tested different power supplies, different motherboards, and it's still. And a lot of people are trying to blame ASRock for the CPUs dying, because a lot of people are on ASRock, and then people have MSI, Gigabyte, Asus, and they're dying on that. And then also, if you actually check with the PBO, they never enable PBO, but then they check, and then PBO somehow is enabled. They never enabled it. It's not enabled on the motherboard or anything like that, but yet it's showing that PBO has been enabled somehow. How does that make sense? How does that make sense, guys? But yet they never enabled it. The motherboard manufacturers never enabled it, and PBO was enabled. That's why all these YouTubers that did their tests on it, when it came out, all of them ranged on performance. All of them ranged. I wouldn't say power plan. I wouldn't say power plan. Hit the cord. We'll be using MX4. No, no. How is their package design better? How? Do you get a cool box? Like if you bought a high enthusiast grade CPU, do you get a cool box? I don't think with the 9950X 3D or 9950X you get a cool box. And a cool coin. Do you get a cool box? Do you get a really cool box? Cool coin? I don't think so. I don't think so. Or gold. Or gold. I have a gold plate and a silver one. It's a coin. It's a coin, though. It's a coin. I wish Intel never took away the holographic back, the sticker, the holographic stickers, where if you flip over the sticker, it's the architectural design. I wish they never took away that. I'm gonna put it on the actual GPU. Okay. We'll do good line. That's right, we'll do a good line here. There we go. More than enough. Yep, 8700K. I got a bunch of them. Yeah, that's why I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Did you not listen? So I wish they never stopped doing that. I wish they never stopped doing that. But they did. I mean, I have AMD holographic stickers too. But not, they never did the architectural design kind of sticker. Yep, I got one of them. Cool holographic AMD sticker on a fan. Ah, look at, oh my god, look at that spread. Look at that spread, guys. Isn't that the best spread you've ever seen? Oh my god. There we go. Oh god, the chipset came off again. Yeah. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh god. It's not a V1, it is a V2.